Hi everybody, so today we're going to start another sewing project, and I'm going to start with making some comfy clothes. Excuse my throat, I'm getting over a bit of a bug. It's been really bad. So I'm going to start with some trousers and a top from this nice light stretchy material, and then I'm going to make the same in this grey stretchy material. It's a bit thicker, a bit warmer. See how that goes. So I've cut out all my pieces. Trousers. So what I did was I made a pattern from a trouser block and I tried it out of non-stretch material, and that fits okay. Well, I didn't put the darts in, so what I've done is on the pattern that I made for these, I took the darts out of the pattern because I don't want darts, and this is stretchy, so that should work, I think. And where's the waistband? Here, so I've got my elastic waistband, and I've cut out a piece like this. You see that point there? And that's hopefully going to give me a nice crisscross effect on the front, I'm hoping. I'm not sure if I need to trim that down a bit more, but that's that. And then for the top, I've used a vest top that I like the fit of, and just drawn around it, made a pattern, and I've cut all that out. So just the front and the back. And again, I just make a mock-up of the same material that I made the trousers, and I've been sleeping in this when I've not been feeling well. It's nice and breezy. Obviously I can't wear it out because it's very see-through, but yeah, this fits nicely, perhaps a bit snug, but in the stretch material I think it will work nicely. Yeah, and that's that. And I did bias bind all the edges, and I think I will do that with the top. Obviously everything's going to be, sorry, not here, with a zigzag stitch on the edges, but I did buy a twin needle, so I'm going to try that for the hems and things like that. So that'll be a fun experiment. So yeah, let's get sewing then. Right, so I have sewn together the top because I just wanted to experiment with the fabric, see how well it sews. It actually sews quite nice. I've not done any finishing, so we're going to try it on. And see how it looks. And I am considering it's very shiny. Very shiny. Do I just use the twin needles to go around the neck and everything? I'm a bit scared. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do the bottom first. It's just a nice straight line. And then if it works and I'm okay with it, I'll do the neck and the armholes with the twin needle. That feels really nice. Yeah, it feels really nice. It's nice, I think. Can't really see in the viewfinder, but I think it fits okay. Yeah. Nice comfy casual top. I don't think you can see through it, so that's good. I'll soon find out when I view this back, I think. But yeah, I can't see through it in real life, so win. And then we'll move on to the trousers. Okay, so the top is finished. I wasn't able to do the twin needles on the bottom. For some reason it just doesn't like the fabric doubled over. It works fine if I just had a single layer, and then if I doubled it, it just didn't want to know. So I just did a normal hem on the bottom. And then I thought about whether I wanted bias binding around the neck or not. And it's such a light material, I didn't want to add any bulk, so I just kind of did a lazy hem. I just rolled it over because this material is not framed very much, so it should be fine. So I just rolled it over, and it works great, feels nice, fits fine. So I've moved on to the trousers, and pins. That's one leg. I've done the other one as well, just down the side. And then I've got to do the inseam, which I've pinned. And then I will turn one right side out, put it inside the other, and then sew all along the crotch. And I've just put a pin in the front leg pieces on each side, just for my own peace of mind that I'm not putting anything back to front or wrong way around it, just a little marker so that I know the fronts go together. I don't think I need to do that, but that's just, yeah. And then once I've sewn the crotches together, or the crotch together, I'm going to have a little try on, make sure it fits before I put the waistband on, and then it'll just be a case of hemming the bottom, and they'll be done, and then we can move on to the grey pair. Okay, so trousers are assembled. I've got my pins in the front there to tell me where the front is, and I'm glad I did that because I realised that's going to make sure I put the waistband on the right way. I've tried them on, they fit perfect, and the waistband I think is hitting in the right place, so yeah, let's get on with the waistband. So I think I'm going to fold the waistband over, sew the ends together. Maybe first I'll sew the elastic to the back of the waistband so that it holds in place. Then I'll fold it over, sew the ends, fold it right way out, and then sew it to the trousers. I'm not going to need to finish the edges, I don't think, because like I say, the fabric doesn't fray, so we'll be okay there. Hopefully that will work. So the trousers are finished. Waistband might be a little bit high. Don't know, maybe on the next one I'll make it a bit lower. I'm not sure. Haven't seen what they look like in the mirror or anything yet, so I'm not sure if they're very flattering or not. We shall see. And I've started on the grey top. I have sewn the shoulder seams together, and I decided to try and add some sleeves. Basically all I did was once I'd sewn the shoulders together, I laid the whole thing flat and kind of traced around the armhole with pins, and then added a little bit of seam allowance. I have hemmed the bottom, but then I've realised that one side's shorter than the other when you pin it all together, so I'll have to straighten that out and re-hem it, which is fine. And then yeah, I've pinned, you can't see the pins there on this side, sorry, pinned all the sides together, and we will do those, and then it's a case of just hemming the neck, sorting out the arms and hemming the bottom, and then that's a nice t-shirt done. And then we will start on the grey trousers. Okay, so that's the second lounge suit finished, and you've seen that now. So for this one, waistband is a little bit big, I think, because I don't know, I think I just made it bigger because the elastic ends here a lot shorter than the waistband. I don't know why I made it bigger. So yeah, just need to adjust that a little bit. Otherwise, it fits really nice, and I did manage to get that. I'll show you a bit that's not wonky. Here we go. That twin needle situation to work. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, it works nicely on the bottom. So I've done it on the hem of the trousers and on the bottom of this top. And did I do it on the neck? Yeah, on the neck. So yeah. Yeah, so that's it. I love the way they turned out. They're going to be great for just lounging around the house and doing some crafty videos. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I don't know if it's going to be very long because I couldn't get much footage in of me sewing, but yeah, that's the way it is. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again next time.